whatever, what time is it, or 7:04? And, actually, we never did pledge of allegiance, that's on the agenda, so if we're standing. Face the flag. No. Is anybody here? But the flag's over here. All right. Next to you, Bob. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we have no open, there's no open town input in this session. We're gonna go right to the agenda item. The first is the appointment of two planning commissioners. And I have nominated, Dr. Steve Powell, who's here, two planning commissioners. And I have nominated, Dr. Steve, I'd like to have a beer for you. I'm a double. And JD Cronin, who left because they think he got tired of the waiting late, but so I think most people are familiar with JD. He's been on the council. He led the EDC. Steve, Dr. Powell, would you like to, say anything about your background as well? I know enough, but the council doesn't know them.
My wife Herman and I, we live on Lasso Trail. We've been here for 8 years, full time. We've been coming to Park City regularly, probably since 2009. We had a condo in Kimball Junction. I practiced medicine for about 35 years. I taught for a number of years in New York City, and I was in private practice in Connecticut for about 28 years. We left, green. We came from Eastern Connecticut. It was very green, rural, different but nice. And we're very happy being here. And we're here for the skiing, the bike riding, tennis, hiking, etc. We'd like to go into Salt Lake City, get to the Utah Symphony and the Echoes Theater and things like that.
Steve, and then I'll turn it over to anyone else who'd like to ask the question. What do you think would make you, why are you interested in this? And besides me talking to you, but why would you be, what would make you a good planning commissioner? And give me one issue with the town that you would like to see change.
Well, one is, I don't know how this operates, and I'm here to learn. I have served on quite a few boards, hospitals and societies and things like that. So I have some experience to that extent. I think our environment and where we live is our most important thing. So I think that's very important. And I'd like to see us develop and preserve this town and make it very livable and nice for the next century.
Okay. Anyone else has anything for Dr. Powell?
Who are we replacing?
We are replacing the two folks that are up for that, whose term is done up, and that is Joel Piper and Glennis Stahansky. Their term has been up. It's the mayor's by the right of our ordinances and code. The mayor has the right to appoint with the consent of council replacements for the town.
I have two questions. One, what was your specialty in medicine?
Pulmonary critical care.
Okay. Second question, we have certain training requirements that the council has decided are important. Are you comfortable doing I think they're online, Jan, correct me if I'm wrong. There is a certain amount of a few hours of training to kind of bring you up to speed on what the planning commission does, the limits of its authority. Are willing to undergo that training right after being approved.
I can handle it.
Okay. That's all I have, thank you.
Well, unless there's any other discussion,
Could I ask a question? Did Glynis and Joel, did they resign
they don't have to resign their terms up.
their
Okay,
terms up? And did they indicate they don't want to serve anymore?
doesn't matter, their term is up.
Okay.
That's the way of our code, so. I'm not sure, and I'm not really concerned because I think, that's the authority of the mayor with the consent of council, number one. Two, I think, change is appropriate over time. And I just look at the 2018 council meeting where, Mayor Rubin replaced everybody all at once. He just ripped out the entire planning board I have the meeting minutes right here. So, I'm just replacing people who are, their terms up. So.
So do we need a motion?
We need a motion and to move on, and the other person is J.D. Cronin, who he left,
Yeah.
so I think most of us know him and what he served on. So, yeah, I need a motion and.
Do we need to see separately, Polly?
Yeah, so I was gonna just.
Okay.
Okay, so we need a separate for each, right?
So,
Let's take Dr. Powell, who is here with us.
You don't know? So moved.
Seconded.
Oh, no, you do. Yes.
How many people were stepping forward to be on the council or commission?
They weren't, I don't know who is stepping
Oh.
forward, or, these are the two that.
Okay.
Approached me.
All right, I wasn't sure if we had a whole bunch of people. All right, okay, if we're going to vote now,
Let's vote, yeah.
aye.
So I'm sorry.
Well, we're on Steve Powell.
Okay, great.
So Bob's and I,
And who is he replacing?
we'll say it is Glennis. Or we have to pick one. Carol,
No.
Brian,
She says that Glynis, I have a little, sure, because Glynis has a tremendous amount of experience, but. So I'm gonna go gay.
and then it was Jonathan,
Yes,
Tanya,
Yes.
okay, so, that carries, it's, 4-1. Next one would be J.D. Cronin.
I think it was 4-2. I think it was 3-2.
Brian, did you?
Right,
was-
No, I voted yay.
You voted,
Yeah.
yeah, so
Oh,
it's
you
4-1.
did vote?
I
I'm
did.
sorry.
I did.
I thought you said. So
Uh,
JD, so moved.
So Tanya moves for JD.
second,
I'm going to abstain.
And then, Bob
yes.
and,
Yes.
okay, well, that also carries, not quite sure where the abstentions are. But that was 4-0 with an abstention, so that carries as well, correct? Okay, so, thanks, Steve, Dr. Powell, for coming and wanting to participate, appreciate it.
I'm just trying to figure out the meeting so we can let Thomas in, however, we do need to do an oath of office. We
We
got,
can also do it right before the planning.
we would love that, that'd be. Is that okay?
And as we were, we did a lot of interviewing. Well, thank you, Jonathan and Tanya and Jan for all the interviews that you've conducted. There were 4 legal operations that submitted to the RFP. There's 2 finalists, Fabian Bancott, which is represented by Mason Care, and Gordon Law, the Gordon Law Firm, I believe, Corbin Gordon, represented by Corbin Gordon. we're still doing some analysis. We thought we would vote tonight, but we're gonna carry this over to the next possible session that we can vote on legal counsel, so that the folks who did most of the analytics here, and questioning and interviewing, will get a little bit more time to discuss and think about things. Holly, is that good for you, from a legal standpoint, so to speak?
Yeah.
But, you know, that means we haven't changed tonight, so, you're probably gonna shoot me here, but, you know, whatever.
We're just lucky that it hasn't snowed and.
Well, it depends on your point of view.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm.
And then, so if we're good with that, we'll carry this over to, we could carry this over to the workshop, but maybe really the council meeting's 2 days after that, so we'll carry it over to the 12th, I guess.
May I ask a question? So it's going to come before council and we determine which of the two candidates?
With the recommendations of the folks on the committee, there's the way it's set up, Carol, is when you replace legal counsel, and our legal gurus who can correct me. The town appoints a committee. I appointed Jonathan and Tanya, being two attorneys, to be key to that. Jan is also on that committee. I had a chance to do some interviews, but I was probably in the least of those, because when you get two council people and a third person, you can't do it all at the same time.
Right.
So, and plus, that's their profession, so I put it into the hands of
Right.
what I would call the professionals, 3 professionals, Jan's an attorney as well. So, that's how it works.
So are we gonna get their recommendation as to
Correct.
which one of the
And then
two?
we'll vote on it.
Okay, so we'll get some background.
And did
About
I,
the
did I
candidates.
characterize that correctly, Polly?
Yeah, and I was just looking because I think that there's something about the council having the ability to review the submittals. And I was just trying to find the actual language here. It's 1.12. It just says that so in the case of hiring or engaging, notify the town council of the identity of the candidates and include at least one member of the town council in the hiring process. You have 2. Once a final candidate is selected and recommended by the mayor, the town council shall give advice and consent to the hiring. So, you know, by all means, if the council wants to see the submittals, they can do that. If anyone else on the council has questions, I think it's clearly a very important position for the town, and I would suggest that you entertain any questions of your other council members.
At this time, or should we wait till, February 12th? What are you at?
Well, not tonight, I mean, they're not gonna question, but like if any of the council has certain questions that they wanna ask, or if they wanna meet the person, I recall when I was hired, I sat down with kind of 2 groups of people, and I remember it was during COVID, just after COVID, and meeting outside with Jerry and some others, so that should be, up to you how you want to conduct the interview process.
Might I suggest we share the submittals with all members of the council, so they can be prepared with questions or concerns?
I was gonna suggest that, so
Yeah.
yes, I agree.
Well, it's all public information anyways. I'm not quite understanding what change we're making, because the RFPs are public.
Well, they're not, they're actually protected until you pick somebody.
Oh, is that right? Okay, I thought they were all, interesting. All right, so, well, how do we work this then? How do we distribute information to the council?
Well, as council can see it, so, it's the advice and consent of the council, so Dan can share that.
Perfect. That sounds perfect, send the RFPs and responses, right? Send the RFP and responses. Okay, is that good, Paul?
Yeah.
And then last item here is appointment of mayor pro temp, because, It was, council person Chris Byer for a number of, for a while. I don't remember, I'm not sure how long, but now she's gone. We should have probably done this in January. So I am suggesting and nominating Jonathan Gunn as mayor pro tem. So do we vote on this or?
Yeah, so let me tell you how it works. So for mayor pro tem, it's not advice and consent of it's not appointed by the mayor with advice and consent of the council. It just reads that the council, in the absence of the mayor, because of his inability or refusal to act, the town council may elect a member of the town council to preside over the meeting as mayor pro tempore, who shall have the powers and duties of the mayor during his absence or disability. The election of a mayor pro tem shall be entered into the minutes of the meeting. Therefore, I would recommend that it be the town council who, amongst yourselves, pick someone and then you vote on it. And that's what I've generally seen with other councils, where you have a sixth mayor. So it's up to you, the council, to pick someone and vote on him or her.
So we make a motion on that?
Yes.
Yeah, I make a motion that Jonathan moves it not.
That's not good. I'm not gonna do it, but. And Bob's never here, he's in China all the time.
Don't punish me with.
So, Ken, you made the motion?
Second.
I have a question, Polly. Do I vote or should I abstain?
You
What's
can
the
vote.
appropriate thing to do?
You can vote.
Okay.
John?
Do you?
Save me from last.
Where'd you go
Makes me a tiebreaker.
All right, we'll start from this end of the table, Bob.
Yes.
Okay, Carol,
Yes.
Brian?
I'm not gonna vote no, I don't have to.
Yes.
I'm gonna abstain.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna abstain.
And Jan. Okay, motion carries.
All right.
The vote carries, whatever it is.
And then Maria will put that in the minutes, obviously.
It's not necessary for me to be sworn in again, is it?
It's, you don't get sworn in.
Okay, good.
So it's
Just
just,
a sworn hat.
Yeah.
And,
When you're approached that.
and if you have a situation, for some reason, if the mayor and Jonathan aren't present, then the council would just pick someone.
okay, interesting. Then we come to a wonderful point in the meeting. Does anyone have a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
It's just our.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Say no for more water.
Oh, thank
Wow,
you.
yeah.